Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we be walking the plank with a Jack Tar. This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, who were kind enough to send me a full set of their bricks to review. This will be the first of the pieces of 8, and like those that will follow, I'd like to begin with a bit of history, as each bar includes a little description of something from pirate history or folklore, which each one also takes its name from. So today we have Jack Tar, a nickname for a sailor. Early sailors' tarpaulin clothing was infused with tar, which some say also deflected sword blows, in addition to shedding water. It's similar to saying Joe Blow or John Q. Public. Next, let's talk about the unique ingredients. And as you can see, the list is absolutely stacked. It might be the most in-depth list of base ingredients I've ever seen, but we'll save that for the basic guide later down the line, where we'll go over more of the basics of a pirate soap bar. Today, I'd like to talk about what makes the Jack Tar unique. Now, you may be surprised that the Jack Tar does not contain pine tar. It's not a pine tar bar, but it definitely ain't slackin' Maine. The unique ingredients, we're mainly talking the list of essential oils and the exfoliants. There is nothing artificial or synthetic in a pirate bar, no fragrance, and no mica. First up, we have charcoal, which is a deeply cleansing ingredient that absorbs impurities and excess oil, as well as gently exfoliates. There are also coffee grounds for our grit today. These will be adding the majority of the exfoliation today, giving the brick a much more rough feel, clearing away dead skin and impurities, as well as allowing the bar to clean deeper. Grapefruit extract is a natural preservative that also contains antimicrobial properties. And last, we have our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is West Indian Bay, Lime, Star Anise, and Fir Needle. These will mainly be forming our scent today, but may also add some antioxidant, anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, astringent, and soothing properties, keeping even the most weather-worn pirate looking young. The scent is extremely fresh, one of the cleanest, most natural smelling bricks I've used. It's a bit difficult to describe as it has many complementary notes, but it is basically a blend of bay rum and pine, with a touch of citrus and spice. Thanks to that West Indian Bay, it is somewhat similar to a classic bay rum, with that warm, relaxing spice, but also being quite a smooth, fresh scent. It also has a nautical edge. This boy though is more refreshing and natural. It does have this open water vibe to it. It's like sailing the open seas, with a breeziness to it, and a touch of crisp fir needles, as well as a hint of Caribbean spice. I'd say it's around a medium potency, but it does grow stronger in the shower. Overall, very fresh, clean, and relaxing. The bar has a very thick, sudsy lather, one of the best feeling and deeply cleansing I've used. The grit is definitely heavier, the grounds are large, sharp, and rough like the heavy seas. They don't break off either, instead staying firmly within the brick, making it a bit unforgiving for someone who maybe doesn't like heavy grit, but also keeps it from becoming super messy. And that can also be said about the black color, one of the few black bars that didn't stain my shower. As for my thoughts, I liked the Jack Tar quite a bit. Certainly a unique brick that has a lot going for it. I found the scent to be exceptionally fresh and clean. I love that combo of Fir Needle and West Indian Bay. Very nice smell with a nautical edge to it. I found the clean to be top notch as well. I did actually find it a little rough for my liking at times, mainly because the grounds can be quite large, but overall it's a fantastic heavy grit brick that deserves to be the flagship of any pirate fleet. Rainy! Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we be saying hello to the Poppet's passion. Hello, Poppet. This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one that lady scourges of the sea may find enticing. So let's get sailing. First, let's read the story. In the British English language, the word poppet can be used as a term of endearment or diminutive when referring to a young woman or girl. Much like the words dear or sweetie, it is a pirate's favorite term. Next, we'll slam the unique ingredients. We'll start with rose petals and jasmine buds. These are mainly going to be adding some texture, maybe adding a touch of exfoliation, as well as making the bar more pleasant to look at. Grapefruit extract is a natural preservative with antimicrobial properties. And finally, we have our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is jasmine, lavender, rose, and patchouli. These may add some hydrating, moisturizing, soothing, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory properties, but will mainly be helping to form the scent, leaving even the filthiest pirate smelling clean. And as you've probably guessed from the essential oils, the scent is a very floral one. The lavender comes through strong, with the rose and jasmine also being quite noticeable, which combines for a fresh smell. The patchouli though is also there, and gives it a more earthy and musky base. That makes it a bit less floral, but also a bit more perfumey. I think it becomes more well-rounded in the shower. When I actually used it, it reminded me somewhat of tea, and I even thought I smelled a bit of hibiscus, even though it's not used in this bar. I would say it's around a medium potency. Despite being a textured bar, it's a smooth one to use. It's smooth sailing. There is a nice lather to it that I've noticed with all pirate bricks. The wash felt restorative and cleansing. Combined with that floral scent, it is quite a clean bar. As for my thoughts, I didn't mind the Poppet's Passion. I think it is a very well made brick. I'm just personally not that big on floral scents, especially lavender. You might consider this more of a feminine bar that the ladies may enjoy more. It's again very floral, with lavender, rose, jasmine, and patchouli. The clean is also very unoffensive. It's a smooth wash with a thick lather and a nice cleansing feel to it.
Manny! Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we'll be making landfall with the Tortuga Sunrise.
This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one with a refreshing scent, perfect after a pirating expedition. So let's get sailing. First, we'll read the story. Tortuga, Spanish for tortoise. The buccaneers of Tortuga were calling themselves the Brethren of the Coast. The pirate population was mostly made up of French and Englishmen, along with a small number of Dutchmen. In 1645, in an attempt to bring harmony and control over the island, the acting French governor imported roughly 1,650 prostitutes, hoping to normalize the unruly pirates' lives. Next, let's cover the unique ingredients. First up is orange peel and calendula flowers. These will be our exfoliants today, especially the orange peel, adding a bit of grit to the brick, helping to clear away dead skin and impurities. Paprika, annatto, and turmeric are also here as our colorants, giving the bar its orange color. These are of course natural, and may also contain some antioxidant, brightening, and anti-inflammatory properties. There is also grapefruit seed extract, which is a natural preservative and has antimicrobial qualities. And last, we have our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is orange, lime, nutmeg, and West Indian bay. These will be forming our scent, but may also add some anti-inflammatory, brightening, hydrating, antioxidant, anti-aging, and astringent properties. Overall, a brick that promises to be as rejuvenating as a shot of rum. It's a more subtle scent around a medium potency, but also laid back. Still, the orange here is very refreshing. It's a good, natural citrus smell. That being said, it does have some more spicy and warm notes that gives it that seafaring or Caribbean vibe. The vibrant orange combines well with the background of West Indian Bay, making for a relaxing scent, like sitting back with a cocktail on Tortuga Island. The grit here is quite noticeable, but also very forgiving. The orange peels can be large, but they're soft, not sharp, and not super abundant. This provides a lighter grit that is effective, adding some exfoliation but keeping it tame. Beyond that, it's that same clean I've come to expect from Pirate. A sudsy, hydrating, cleansing, and thick lathering wash that will leave you feeling refreshed. As for my thoughts, I liked the Tortuga Sunrise. One of the better orange or citrus bars out there. I really like the combo of orange with the slight spice. It's a bright, uplifting scent, but also quite warm and relaxed. And the clean, top notch as always. Really enjoyed the orange peels as grit here. They were similarly effective, but laid back.
Manny! Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we be paying a timely visit to the Neptune's garden.
This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one with a unique texture I haven't seen in a brick before. So let's get sailing. First, we'll start with the story. Neptune, plays a central role in the long-standing tradition of the line crossing ceremony, an initiation rite still current in many navies, coast guards, and merchant fleets. When ships cross the equator, polywogs, that is, sailors who have not crossed before, receive subpoenas to appear before King Neptune and his court, including his assistant Davy Jones. Some polywogs may be interrogated by King Neptune and his entourage. At the end of the ceremony, which included considerable hazing, they are initiated as shellbacks, or sons of Neptune, and receive a certificate to that effect. Next, let's talk about the unique ingredients. First up are the exfoliants, kelp and nettle leaf. These can add some exfoliation to the bar, helping to clear away dead skin and impurities, as well as add some moisturizing, hydrating, and soothing capabilities. There is also our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is cedar leaf, elemi, lime, grapefruit, and oak moss. These will mainly be forming the scent, but can also add some antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, brightening, and rejuvenating properties, keeping you fresh, even in Davy Jones' locker. The scent is a lighter one. It's more subtle, but it's also quite fresh. It has that nautical vibe to it, with a blend of earthy, mossy, and herbal notes, as well as a touch of citrus. It kinda reminded me of being on a dock or bay. It's a natural smell that is pleasant, and I think fits the theme it's going for. This is a really interesting bar to use. The seaweed rehydrates as you wash, giving it a unique texture. It does have some exfoliation, a touch of grit, but mainly the bar just feels very moisturizing, hydrating, and rejuvenating to use. It feels great on your skin, and of course, there is still that thick, foamy lather, giving you a wash worthy of the god of the sea. As for my thoughts, I liked the Neptune's Garden. It's just a very pleasant bar. I like the more subtle scent with some laid-back notes. It was fresh, but had a nautical, mossy feel to it. And the same could be said about the wash. The seaweed was certainly an interesting touch. I've never used a bar quite like that, and it felt great to use with a nice moisturizing and cleansing lather.
Armini! Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we be heading east to plunder the Oriental Treasure.
This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one that is quite a bold flavor. So let's get sailing. First, we'll start with the story. Spice, Oriental trade routes. The quest for spices and precious metals ushered in what is known as the Age of Exploration. Magellan's personal documents indicated his desire to find the golden islands of Tarshish and Ophir. The fight to control the flow of cloves, nutmeg, pepper, ginger, gold, silver, and other commodities led to the circumnavigation of Africa and the world, and the exploration of the Western Hemisphere and the Pacific Ocean. Next, let's slam the ingredients. First, we have poppy seeds for grit. These will be adding a lot of exfoliation to the bar, clearing away dead skin and impurities, and allowing the brick to clean deeper. There's also sandalwood powder, which can also be a gentle exfoliant, as well as alkanet powder, together which can add some soothing, moisturizing, anti-aging, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory properties. We then have grapefruit seed extract, which is a natural preservative and contains antimicrobial qualities. And finally, we have our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is cinnamon, clove, tangerine, and ginger. These can add some antibacterial, soothing, toning, and brightening properties, as well as boost blood circulation and collagen production. But mainly they'll be forming the scent. And speaking of that, this is a spicy boy. The scent is bold and packs a bit of a punch. The cinnamon and clove come through strongly, giving the bar that warmth of Caribbean spice. However, there is also a noticeable amount of ginger, which has its own unique type of spice to it. That, with the tangerine, make it a fresh, slightly citrusy, and sweet smell as well. Overall, a pretty nice blend of spice, with warm, sweet, citrusy, and fresh notes to it. It's not an overpowering scent or anything. I'd say it's around a medium potency, maybe on the stronger side though, and it can grow in strength as you use it. And speaking of that, the bar isn't holding back much in the shower either. This is a gritty brick. The poppy seeds are abundant, but they aren't that sharp and don't make a mess in the shower. Instead, they remain firm in the bar. The result is an excellent medium to heavy grit, one of the best scrubs I've felt, with top-notch exfoliation. Beyond that, it's a standard pirate wash with that signature thick lather and cleansing feel. As for my thoughts, I liked the Oriental Treasure. It's a surprisingly unique bar. It has a nice, spicy scent that I think also fits with the theme. I like ginger, so I enjoyed seeing it be used significantly here. The grit also felt great. For fans of medium or heavy grit bricks, this is one you may enjoy.
Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we be taking a bite out of the sea biscuit.
This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one with a very satisfying design. So let's get sailing. First, let's tell the story. Sea biscuits, or hard tack, were used during long sea voyages and eaten alongside stews and soups, like bone broth. To soften, sea biscuits were usually dunked in water, brine, coffee, broth, or some other liquid. Pirates and seamen would tap their biscuits on the table. Remember, these biscuits were hard, to knock most of the weevils out before eating. Next, we'll slam the ingredients. First up is honey. We're talking a frick ton of benefits, including being antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, moisturizing, and soothing. There are also oats for our grit today. These will be providing a heavier grit, adding a good deal of exfoliation to the bar, clearing away dead skin and impurities. Turmeric is a natural colorant, but it can also add some anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and skin brightening properties. Grapefruit seed extract is a natural preservative with antimicrobial qualities. And we also have our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is benzoin, bergamot, and sandalwood. These can add some hydrating, cleansing, astringent, and toning properties, but they will also be helping to form the scent, which, while simple, is anything but bland. I think honey and oats can describe the scent as well. Sweeter, with honeyed notes, a little vanilla, and a touch of spice. The bergamot adds a fresher layer to it, while the sandalwood rounds it out with woodiness and creaminess. Very smooth, warm, and sweet, but not overly so. Just a chill type of scent. Potency is lighter, but still noticeable. It is quite simple, but pleasant and well balanced. The sweeter notes of honey combine well with the slightly woody and spicy ones, combining for a very relaxing aroma. Brother, may I have some oats? Yes, brother. There is plenty to go around, as this is a heavy grit brick with a frick ton of oats. They work really well though, and provide a nice heavy grit, one of the best I've used. The brick has a good scrub to it, but isn't overly sharp or anything. Beyond that, there is still that trademark pirate lather that is thick as frick, as well as some moisturizing qualities. Unlike a real sea biscuit, this boy actually does leave you feeling nourished. As for my thoughts, I really liked the sea biscuit. I enjoyed the smooth honey scent with complementary spicy notes, as well as the heavy oat-based grit. There's just something very satisfying about a sea biscuit brick. In fact, it is one of the most satisfying bars I've ever reviewed. I mean, it's a sea biscuit brick.
Welcome to a pirate soap guide. Today we be hoisting the mainsail with the trade winds.
This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one with a breezy and chill vibe. So let's get sailing. First, the story. The trade winds, which are persistent eastward flowing winds near the equator, have been used by captains of sailing ships to cross the world's oceans for centuries, and enabled European empire expansion into the Americas, and trade routes to become established across the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Next, the ingredients. First, we have indigo and lavender buds. These will be the exfoliants today, adding a bit more texture and even some grit, helping to clear away dead skin and impurities. Grapefruit seed extract is a natural preservative with some antimicrobial properties. And of course, we have our lineup of essential oils, with today's blend being frankincense, clary sage, ravensara, and cedarwood. These can add some soothing, anti-aging, antibacterial, antioxidant, and cleansing benefits, as well as help regulate sebum production. They will also be helping to form this brick's open ocean scent. It's a fresh one, lighter in potency and chill and vibe, quite breezy. I think the clary sage comes through strong. There is a bit of a floral or lavender undertone to it, some clean and herbal notes, as well as a touch of earthiness and woodiness. Overall though, I would say it's a breezy, airy scent that is fresh but also light, like sailing through the winds. The clean is mostly a standard pirate wash, so it's nifty. A nice thick lather and cleansing feel to the wash. There is a lighter grit to it, nothing crazy, but it is noticeable. It does provide some added exfoliation to the brick. Overall, I liked the trade winds. Not one of my favorites from Pirate, but certainly more than solid. It's a very laid back bar. I can always appreciate a breezy, open water type of scent, with pleasant and relaxing notes. And using any Pirate brick is always a treat, and this boy is no different.
Welcome to a Pirate Soap Guide. Today we be sailing the 7 showers with the Hemp Soap.
This is an OG offered by Pirate Soap Company, one with quite an interesting formula of ingredients. So let's get sailing. First though, the story. Hemp is one of the oldest crops improved by man. The history of hemp in the Netherlands goes back thousands of years. The stalk of the hemp plant produces one of the strongest natural fibers in the world. It was used, for example, for making rope, textiles, and paper. Furthermore, the seed of the hemp plant contains highly nutritional oil, which was not just used for human and animal consumption, but also as lamp oil and to make soap and paint. Next, let's talk about the ingredients. And this boy is a bit different than other Pirate soap bars. To start, we have organic Canadian hemp seed oil, making up 40% of the blend. Now, hemp seed oil is present in all Pirate bricks, but it is making up a larger portion for the hemp soap. It of course contains some moisturizing, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant properties. Whole hemp seed and nettle leaf will be our exfoliants today, adding a bit of grit to the brick, helping to clear away dead skin and impurities. And last, we have our lineup of essential oils. Today's blend is lemongrass, frankincense, elemi, and fir needle. These can contain some cleansing, toning, soothing, astringent, antimicrobial, and anti-aging qualities, as well as help form the scent. And to me, the scent is mostly a straight up lemongrass one, which I don't mind. So a fresh, lemony scent that's clean, with also a slight earthy and grassy undertone to it. Quite a potent scent too. I'd say it's one of the stronger smelling bars from Pirate, bright and refreshing. The brick has a light to medium grit, nothing overly rough, but a decent amount of exfoliation. It also has a nice, hydrating, silky lather. In fact, I think it might be the nicest feeling of any Pirate bar, which is saying something as every one of their soaps feels fantastic to use, with thick cleansing lathers that clean deep. As for my thoughts, I really liked the Hemp Soap. It's a really unique bar that feels great to use, has some high quality ingredients, and of course a pleasant and strong lemongrass scent to boot. Nifty brick. And that's going to do it for today, mains. Until next time, stay briny.
Arr, meanie!